guys, you and me together, we will produce more sales, grow your sales, and increase your cash flow. What do you think about that, guys? Are you ready for that? If you're not, hopefully after this, you'll become ready. All right, so I'm excited. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. What you need to do to grow your sales and increase your cash flow. And I'm speaking directly to those entrepreneurs, small business owners, and even bigger businesses and salespeople. If your sales are stagnant and not consistent, and your cash flow is not growing or increasing, or you want to take your sales to another level and you want to increase your cash flow exponentially, I'm speaking to you. You and I together, if you join me at Paul Cruz Sales Agency, where sales happen, it will happen for you. I promise you that. It's what I do every day. And here's the best part, guys. If you are struggling paying for advertising, boosting your content, or getting some leads through your funnels, whatever the case may be, if you're not happy with the results and you're tired of the dog and pony show, spending money, getting leads, not creating a high conversion ratio, no need to worry. I got you. So what I want to share with you right now is the what, the why, and the how to growing your sales and increasing your cash flow. And it's something that I do every single day. So, the first question you must ask yourself is always the what. What do you need to do? What do I need to do, right? There's many ways to produce sales, right? Especially with all the social media platforms out there. You could do advertising, you could do marketing, you could do digital marketing. There's many things you can do, but not all of them work for everybody or for everyone. But there is a hidden tool that people are aware about, but don't like to do it. And the great thing about this tool that I'm going to talk about, it's actually free. And in my opinion, and in my experience, both in the past and current, is one of the most powerful tools to produce more sales consistently. Especially when you're first starting your business, or when your business is 3 years or younger and want to grow and want to expand and want to scale up. This particular tool, I believe, is the solution to your problem. So, a lot of people I speak with, they get confused about advertising, marketing, branding, and sales. And I always direct them to the first thing you need to do is learn how to produce sales, and then everything else will trickle from that. And I'll give you an example. Let's look at top athletes in every profession. The top echelon, like the LeBron James, the Tom Brady's, people like that, the number one thing they do is they're the best at their craft, right? In their position. And everything that they do outside of that, building other businesses, building their brand, comes from that. So their sales is their entertainment, their skill, what they're making you feel like, or how they're making you feel, right? Does that make sense? So, what do you need to do to grow your sales? What you need to learn how to do effectively and the right way to growing your sales consistently and increasing your cash flow consistently is you have to learn the art of cold calling. That's right. Cold calling works. You can learn and grow exponentially by learning the art of cold calling. The reason why I call it art, because it is an art. That's why not everyone's good at it. So it's like anything else. You have to learn how to do it correctly so that you can be really good at it. Right? So let's think about this. How long does it take most businesses or entrepreneurs to learn how to use social media to their advantage? Some people learn quicker than others. But there's a timetable. It takes time to understand the algorithms, to learn what posts really work, to understand and build your audience. That takes time. And it takes money. And it takes energy. And you're not guaranteed results. Matter of fact, there's very minimal people that are very successful on social media. But we all need to have social media. I call it business media because it's your business card to the world, right? And if your business card is not looking good and the content is not valuable, you're not going to have a chance, right? So what I've learned to do is take cold calling and master it on social media or business media. Why? Because everything on social media is about engagement, hook, and getting people to take action, right? Make sense? But what percent of those people actually take action on your content for your services? How many people actually call you? And I'm saying if you're not established, you're behind the 8 ball. And I know because I do social media, but that's 5% of my energy or spending time on that. I always focus my time on producing sales, whether it's for my company or for my clients that hire me to produce some sales. And everything I do that leads to business is always cold calling, no matter what. So you just need to think about it. Your learning curve could be exponential, and your sales could grow exponentially if you learn how to cold call and learn how to sell over the phone. Then it is going to take you longer to have a presence and be an influencer and get your name out there and build a brand trying to do it on social media. To me, that's the path of least resistance. Because the only way people are going to know how valuable your brand is or how valuable you are is by producing sales. And if you're producing sales, that means you're doing the work and you're producing results, right, for your clients, right, or your customers. So why not implement the art of cold calling into your repertoire? Add it as part of your strategy for your business. And I promise you this, if you do it right, the only decision you have to make, do you spend money on advertising and marketing? Or do you spend your energy and time on cold calling, which is more cost effective? You can still do both. So that's what you need to do and what I recommend for you to do. Now, the second part to this is why. Why you need to do cold calling to grow your sales and increase your revenue. The reason is this. It's like there's certain things that you're always going to need. The phone. The phone is my best friend. The phone is something we're always going to need and use, right? A car is something we're always going to need and use. which has a steering wheel and it has wheels, right? That'll never get old. The only thing that changes is the look of it. You're always going to need an engine, always going to need a battery. Now they have the electrical vehicles. You're still going to need a battery, right? So there's certain things that don't get old. How you build a house doesn't change. How you build a mobile home doesn't change. The only thing that changes is how quick they can do it because of technology and the look of it. Cold calling, people resist it because they want everything fast. And it's like being a boxer or a martial artist. When you first start, you start with the jab. You want to start slow, right? Get your muscle memory going, get used to it, your mind remembers it. Then you develop speed. Now you're doing more reps and faster. Then you do it less but harder with more power, more strength, right? You still throw a jab. Doesn't change. Right? Same thing with, basketball, free throw. You got techniques. You do it slow. You keep doing it. Then you get it faster. Then you get the right techniques. It doesn't change. You still have to do it. For as long as basketball has been in existence. Right? It doesn't change. Cold calling doesn't change when you understand the basic fundamentals. I had a conversation today with a guy I haven't spoken to in 20 years. He was one of my partners in Las Vegas. He hit me up yesterday via email. He wants to not hire me to help him produce sales for his company that he wants to take public. After 20 years. He's been watching me in my growth, and he loves what I do because I taught him. And he says, you know what, Paul, you're right. It's about getting back to basics. Again, I'm speaking to you entrepreneurs, small business owners, salespeople. You have to learn to embrace the art of cold calling. Why? Because it's going to save you money. It's going to save you time. You're going to exponentially grow, not only as a salesperson, but your sales are going to grow exponentially. So the time you spend learning the art of cold calling is more valuable than you spending a lot of time learning how to beat the system on social media. How to develop and get a lot of followers. Beating the algorithm. Becoming an influencer. That takes time. It takes energy. I know because I spend time posting my content. Editing my videos. I know what it takes. But my goal is not to be an influencer or having 100,000 subscribers. It's going to happen on its own. Where's my time best spent? Cold calling, producing sales, growing my revenue, increasing my cash flow, producing higher profit margins, multiplying my annual revenue, and getting a huge return on my investment. Isn't that what you want? Isn't that what we all want? So together, you and I, if you join me, I'll help you convert more leads into sales, convert more prospects into customers. I will help you grow your sales, increase your cash flow. So that's the why you need to learn and implement and have as part of your strategy cold calling in your business. Now, we talked about the why. We talked about the what. Now we're going to talk about how do you do it. That's a whole different thing. I can show you how to learn this. I can help you learn the art of cold calling, and it'll be so much fun. Because it's like anything else. If you're being taught the right way and you understand the mechanics to it, and you understand how to drive that vehicle and use that tool as a weapon, man, that's the most exciting thing. It really is. I have people right now that were skeptical about what I was trying to do, combining cold calling on social media. Now it's something that's needed because there's a lot of scams out there. There's a lot of what I call quick fix, supposedly quick fix to producing sales. And you might be spending thousands of dollars a month on advertising, trying to get leads, and you don't even know if those leads are qualified. With my strategy and how I do cold calling, you know exactly who your leads are. You know exactly where your leads are. You know who they are. And you can zone in on them. So you have a higher contact ratio. You have a higher engagement ratio. You definitely have a higher conversion ratio. And here's the beauty of it. In sales, what's really important is building a strong pipeline. Again, whether you're getting leads on social media, now all the leads I get are on social media on every platform, whether it's LinkedIn, Alignable, Facebook, Instagram, Better Business Bureau, Google, Yelp, all of them. I produce sales and I produce leads. And it doesn't cost me money. It's free. I'd rather use my time increasing my value, getting people engaged, than waiting for people to like my content and emailing me that they want my services. So how do you cold call? What I encourage you to do, if you're serious about this, all you have to do is go to my website at www.paulcruzsalesagency.com and just fill out the simple form below, and I personally will respond to you within 24 hours. It's that simple. But it's exciting. So, the what you need to do to grow your sales and increase your cash flow, I encourage you again, you have to put and add to your repertoire, to your process, to your strategy, cold calling. And if you have salespeople and they're not producing as much as you expect, then I could help you make improvements that get them excited. And if they're excited and they see results, they're going to produce more sales for you. That's the what. Why? Why? Because you're going to have a more powerful engagement. You're going to set the tone to the prospects. You're going to set the tone for the relationship. You're going to set the tone for how the sales process goes, the selling process goes. You're going to have a higher conversion ratio. And if you have a higher conversion ratio, you're going to increase your sales. Or you're going to grow your sales. You're going to increase your cash flow. Right? And here's the best part about what I do. Your expenses every month doesn't go up when you do cold calling. So whatever advertising dollar you're spending, and I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just giving you another option. You won't have to spend that money to get those leads as you would do it yourself. And that's what I'll be able to show you. Think about it. So you and I together, if you're ready for this and you're ready for the challenge, again, email me on my website at www.paulcruzsalesagency.com, where sales do happen. Just fill out the form below and I will respond to you. I also encourage you to visit my YouTube channel at Paul Cruz Sales Agency. Watch some of the videos, watch some of the sales training that I actually do live with my client so that you can see how I actually do it. I'm a believer in not just telling you what to do, but showing you, going through the ground with you on how you need to do it. It's exciting stuff. It really is. You know what I mean? But anyway, guys, just want to share that with you. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for your time. Till we speak again, I say goodbye for now. This is Paul Cruz with Paul Cruz Sales Agency. I hope this lesson, this tip, this sales training was helpful to you. Take care.